The week of October 28th to November the 3rd is particularly loaded. Our cherished thoughts and beliefs are greatly challenged. We need to reconsider our actions and honesty, as well as the realism in our relationships and attitude towards our finances. What else can we expect? This is what we shall find out here today. Good morning, bonjour, Michelle Karen, astrologer, shaman. Welcome to my channel dedicated to the practical uses of astrology to lead a better life. Monday, October the 28th, two aspects, Mars trine Neptune and Venus square Saturn. Mars trine Neptune inspires us to action, and we are inspired by our dreams. We find within ourselves a wealth of spiritual resources. We demonstrate little judgment and could get along, though, with very little. Deeply sensitive to our surroundings and keenly aware of other people's needs, we want to selflessly help them. This transit is therefore great for charities, social work, or getting involved in religious or spiritual groups. Our psychic talents are enhanced, helping us detect immediately any insincerity in others and sense danger before it even occurs. Deeply private, we are one step ahead of others, tend to shield our activities from outside scrutiny, and are prone to acting in rather secretive yet decisive ways. This is a good day to discreetly outmaneuver our opponents and understand the laws of life. Seeking a stimulating environment, we are drawn to artistic people who share our ideals. Complex problems are resolved with imagination. This is a wonderful transit to develop our healing abilities, take a yoga class, do some dancing, and create art. And also on Monday, October the 28th, Venus is square Saturn, which could make us feel a little lonelier, more shy, estranged, even isolated. Resentment, jealousy, possessiveness, insecurity could rear their ugly heads. It could be difficult to express our affections and relate freely to others. Our social life may not be as fulfilling as we'd like it to be, and family members, friends could be somewhat uncooperative. Romantic attractions tend to be inhibited, tensions, delays, conflicts, emotional frustrations, or disappointments are possible today, making us want to withdraw completely from any social contact. In one way or another, all our relationships are being tested and may need some adjustment. A shaky one is likely to dissolve, while a good one will emerge stronger. We are drawn to more mature individuals who are grounded and solid. Our partnerships are viewed from a more pragmatic point of view. They bring much responsibility and, for the sake of peace, may require work and some compromise. It is possible that we are required to sacrifice our own happiness for the sake of duty or material ambitions. We may suffer the stinginess of a loved one, but for sure, long-term financial investments are favored. The more we demonstrate emotional steadiness, control, stability, sobriety, and reliability, the more constructive this day will be. Wednesday, October the 30th, Mercury is in opposition with Uranus today. Lots of nervous tension, sudden news, unexpected situations, things that could surprise us. Impatient with our normal routine, we may want to do something completely different, meet new people who challenge us mentally, are excited to explore futuristic concepts and drawn to unusual experiences. A day that brings sudden intuitive insights and requires intellectual flexibility. This is, however, not a good transit for disciplined concentration. In our haste and enthusiasm, we could overlook subtle points, make mistakes, have sporadic interests, express erratic ideas, radical views, and eccentric opinions, and become the center of a controversy. People we thought we knew could reveal a side we never suspected, making it not such a good day for lasting friendships. We are likely to jump to conclusions a little too quickly, tend to be brutally honest, even blunt and tactless, find it difficult to sustain long periods of mental focus, and are in constant need of change and stimulation, lest we become bored. Prone to saying a little bit the wrong thing at the wrong time, we could act in impractical and sometimes somewhat shocking ways. We could also be a little contradictory and unreliable. Today favors unusual studies, scientific disciplines, and astrology. Thursday, October the 31st, Mercury is trine Neptune. Expansive and visionary, our mind is particularly fertile today. We concretely manifest our dreams. Our sense of humor is sharp, our imagination vivid, our capacity for visualization highly developed, and our artistic talents enhanced. Very sensitive to the gloominess of the surrounding reality, we tend to escape its harshness in a fantasy world of our own creation. This transit is therefore very inspiring for musicians, composers, painters, poets, choreographers, photographers, and of course, filmmakers. Drawn to the intangible, mystical aspects of life, our instincts are highly developed, our intuition compelling, and our senses finely tuned. We are spiritual, kind, compassionate, understanding, and idealistic. We may find that we have some prophetic abilities and are able to read other people's thoughts, but should be careful to not use this negatively to infiltrate their mind. Speaking in a manner that catches the imagination of others conveys sympathy and is particularly persuasive. But if used with deceptive or manipulative intentions, it will lead to our own undoing. Yet, expressed with integrity, it helps us gain more than we ever could have even imagined. Wherever we act with consideration and prove hospitable and kind, we inspire enthusiasm in others. And possible mistakes stemming particularly from laziness or shortcomings tend to be forgiven. This transit is excellent for a relaxing, pleasurable vacation, getting lost in a romance novel, reading poetry, watching a life-enhancing movie, or listening to a musical composition that transports us in another world. It is also very good for financial, political, or military activities requiring a successful strategy. Friday, November the 1st, Mercury enters Sagittarius until January the 8th. During the next 9 weeks, our outlook is philosophical. This transit is very conducive for long distance traveling, learning a foreign language, taking an interest in another culture, developing our understanding of religion, furthering our education, and in general, expanding our mind. We express ourselves with honesty, have a keen sense of justice, insist on being well informed, and demand mental freedom. Preoccupied with distant goals, idealistic concepts, and social motivations, we may be a little moralizing and unlikely to pay sufficient attention to details, which could make us lose sight of the truth we so yearn for. Our optimism, faith, self-confidence, and enthusiasm help us embrace goals that are enriching, not just for ourselves, but for others also. This period favors teachers, writers, lawyers, religious people, journalists, actors, and politicians, both ruled by Sagittarius. And also on Friday, November the 1st, two aspects, Mercury trine Mars and sextile trine Pluto. So Mercury trine Mars makes the pace of our life accelerate, but we are in the right state of mind to welcome this heightened speed. Writers, teachers, lecturers are greatly favored. Our words are direct, decisive, and forceful. Ideas that were dormant are reactivated. Our minds work fast, are alert, and clever. Even though we might feel argumentative, competitive, and somewhat impatient, we grasp subtleties quickly, demonstrate insight and understanding. This is a very good day for any mental activity requiring investigative skills. It is excellent for gathering and disseminating information. Cooperative efforts are very much encouraged. Our ambitions are supported by our determination and enthusiastic energy. Our competence and mental enthusiasm are helpful in formulating, negotiating, and concluding contracts and agreements, leading to rapid progress. Our mental physical coordination being better than usual, it is a great day to engage in any type of sport, start a new fitness program, or physical training. Also, on Friday, November the 1st, Mercury is sextile Pluto. So, this is a day of profound insights, looking for the truth beyond the surface. We examine, investigate, scrutinize everything and everyone. What we learn today has the potential to change our lives for the better. Perfect for a study or research requiring deep concentration. Our awareness and mental telepathy are greatly increased. Mysteries, special programs are very attractive. Some previously hidden information may come to light. We could want to conceal our own secret. Improved communication skills help us accomplish our goals. We are not deterred by repetitive, compulsive thoughts or restrictive policies and are equipped to handle difficult people. Our words are very powerful tools today. The way we speak is forceful, compelling, and has the capacity to affect others at deep levels. Our talents of persuasion can change other people's beliefs and bring us some level of public recognition. If we manage to keep our reservations and strong opinions to ourselves, we can sway others with the power of our mind. Understanding, compromising, and negotiating lead to far better results than compulsive demands or forceful ultimatums. Today, we are really good at maintaining unity by arbitrating differences, looking for solutions that benefit our parties, and making enlightened decisions. Subtle inner transformations and radical changes of opinion allow us to reshape our life direction, leading to a new cycle of growth. All hang-ups are easily resolved with psychological counseling, which helps us bring out more of our potential. Some solitude and isolation may be necessary to find better ways of using our time effectively and making solid plans for the future. New insights help us improve our health and diet. We may find ourselves faced with the necessity to deal with contracts, taxes, or insurance papers. Travel is also favored, especially if it is to learn something that enriches and deepens our understanding of life. And Sunday, November the 3rd, two oppositions, Mars with Pluto and Venus with Jupiter. So first, Mars opposition Pluto intensifies our self-confidence, power, and energy to accomplish great things. The need to renovate, restore, and rebuild areas of our lives that were not working so well is so intensified by this transit that this could mark the end of a cycle and the beginning of a completely new one. We are tested on how we use our power. Staying true to our convictions, fighting injustice, and collaborating with others in such a way that it serves the highest good of all is very important. Any activity necessitating that we work long hours and exert a lot of physical energy is favored. We demonstrate a lot of courage, are productive, and quite intense. We should, however, be careful to not be too obstinate or ruthless, fall prey to self-aggrandizement, attempt to remake others and try to attain our goals through force, as this would have long-term consequences causing a lot of conflict and resentment. Best, and more than ever, to avoid potential manipulators, people prone to rebelliousness, or passive-aggressive individuals. Accidents, injuries are more likely today than any other day, so let us be careful with road rage and handling sharp objects. And also, on Sunday, November the 3rd, Venus is in opposition to Jupiter. So we could find it a little difficult to establish our priorities today. We could be a little spoiled, engage in meaningless activities, and waste money on luxuries or frivolities. We feel restless, discontent, maybe a little lazy, self-indulgent, and tend to want an easy life where we are the center of attention without it being necessarily justified. It is important that we do not take others for granted or think that everything should be done for us, that the world does not revolve around us. Hypocrisy, vanity, extravagance, conceit, insincerity, or drama are not recommended. Because we tend to be open to new emotional experiences, we could fall in love with love, be tempted by infidelity, never a good thing, become too effusive with complete strangers, have a tempestuous love affair that ends maybe in coolness, or cut off a relationship before it even had a chance to begin. Showering a romantic interest with excessive flowery attention or issue a premature ultimatum, not recommended either. Because our judgment is not exactly the best today, it may be a good idea to postpone choosing associates. It is also advised that we avoid too many sweets or heavy foods. Reckless investments could have disastrous consequences. A day to curb our enthusiasm and seek moderation in all things. And finally, still on Sunday, November the 3rd, Mars is in Leo until January the 6th. The next 2 months, Leo natives are favored, but in all of us, the urge to succeed is magnified. During this cycle, our need for power, as well as our ambitions, especially if they support our status and feed our ego, are powerfully driving force. Our beliefs are strong and somewhat fixed. We absolutely dislike any form of small-mindedness. Our sense of purpose, great organization, and leadership abilities inspire confidence in others. We approach our responsibilities with enthusiasm and confidence and assert ourselves with energy, willpower, stability, and determination. Quite competitive when it comes to endeavors that are important to us, we need to be careful to not become too brutal, frank, egotistical, domineering, even overbearing. Gambling is not advised, neither are risky financial speculations. Even if Mars in Leo increases our audacity, it does not make us infallible or invincible. Our creativity is enhanced, offering our emotions a very positive outlet. We also love social events, enjoy the company of others, have intense bigger than life desires, are not above feeling jealous though or possessive, and could be a little quick to anger. We could also err a little on the melodramatic side, but otherwise are generous and warm-hearted. A love affair started during this transit is vital, ardent, and passionate. If you are already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Your comments are always appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to place a thumbs up and hit the little bell to be notified when I upload a new video once every Thursday and sometimes another one during the week. Remember, as always, choose your battles, walk in beauty. Thank you for watching. Until next time.